Hi, I'm Tasha with Standard of the Lord, and a friend of mine, Nicole from Prophetic Worship Banners, asked what was in my flag bag. So I thought that was really fun, and I just couldn't wait to join in on the fun. So, as you can see, my cat was trying to play with them earlier, so I had to start the video all over again. But anyways, I usually take quite a few of my large Standard of the Lord flags with me. I don't use many smalls because I just prefer the large, so that's why I keep in my flag bag. But I take a lot of different worship tools with me. I have 3 flag bags that I usually interchange. One's really large, and this was given to me from a friend, and I do love it. It's a nice flag bag, and I keep my pole flags in it. This one is what holds my flags that I make. It's actually a yoga bag, which I don't like, but it holds my flags really well, and it has a strap, so I haven't made one yet, so this is what I use. And then I have this bag, which I made to hold my quills because I have quite a big selection of quills. So, that being said, I will start over. You should have seen my cat. She was trying to eat the flags, so that wasn't good. These flags are called Stand, and they're based off Ephesians. It says when you've done all you can do, stand. So I really like these. They're powerful. It's got the red, and I just really like using these. It has the silver casing, which I don't use anymore. A lot of them have gold and silver casing, and that's why they stay with me, because that's been discontinued. I always keep a few sets of solids, usually a red and a purple and a white. So as you can see, here's my white. And this is my alabaster flags. These are actually a little bit larger than my large. Just they're not perfectly mounted on the pole. That's why I keep them in my bag. But I still love them, and these are one of my favorite intimate flags to use with my special time with the Lord, personal time with the Lord. They're based off Luke 7, where the lady anointed. I'm sure everybody's familiar with that story, but that's a picture he gave me when I read that one day, and that's how those kind of came about. These flags were made for my daughter, who likes to flag. She's 12. And these are called Child of God. And she really likes these, so I keep them in my bag so she doesn't carry her own. These are kind of a new color design, and they're called God Moves. And I really love the colors in these. They're just really powerful colors. Really love them. Love to use these. These ones are called More Than a Conqueror. Oops. Kind of made a mess there. These are More Than a Conqueror. These are also large. Most of the flags in my bag are large. I don't do too many different types of flags, just because they're I stick with the ones that are kind of asymmetrical. That's the design that I make, and so I don't do too many different ones. But these are called By His Stripes We Are Healed. Had these for a while. I really like these. I use them a lot. And these are called Third Day. My 12-year-old loves these. We made them last Easter, and they represent his resurrection, joy in the resurrection and new life. These are called Out of the Fire. I really like these. It represents the joy that we have when we come out of a trial in victory. So I really like that. Here's a pair of small Standard of the Lord flags. So these are my smalls. And they're just a little different size. They're a warfare flag. So I like these. And I usually have more than one canopy when I go out. I really like the canopies. It just lends for a different type of movement with the flag or for worship. And I just really love this worship tool, even though it seems that, some people would say it looks like you're more restricted with it, but I just feel like holding the Lord's hands and dancing with Him in unity more, because you can't do anything separate. You have to stay kind of in unity. So that's kind of the cool thing about those. These are called casting crowns. These are just one of my favorite royal flags to use. And these ones are a favorite I've kept for a while. It's called In His Presence. It's just a really nice, soft, lovely flag. These are my red flags. I love red flags. Really love red flags. Red is my favorite. It stands for the blood of Jesus and everything that it's achieved. It's a victory flag, it's a conquering flag, and it's a flag of love. So I really love the red flags. I usually have more than one pair in my flag bag. So as I was saying, Nicole at Prophetic Worship Banners is the one who kind of asked what's in your flag bag, and she's been a friend of mine for quite some time, and she actually helped to get me started in this ministry. Just really been encouraging and kind of acted like a mentor at first, and she really just helped me a lot. So I just like to give her honor where honor is due. And also, I think I missed one because these are called in his or under his wing, or in the shadow of his wing. And I made 2 pairs of these. These they're a little bit different in dye design, but they're the same colors. And I sent one to her because I wanted to have it quilled. So I sent it to her shop, and she mounted the silks on quills for me. And I just love these. These are one of my favorites to fly. Our church, I use these a lot at our church because there's not a lot of space, and quills are so nice for that. But as you can see, the design on the quill just kind of opened up, and you can just see that. So whereas on mine, on the other one, you can't really see the design. But I just love using them. So, and one of my other favorites from Prophetic Worship Banners is, I have these stacked because I was flying them before, but this is called Beloved, and I love these flags. It's actually my 3rd pair of these. It's a Prophetic Worship Banners design, and I usually stack them with the purple, and it's just one of my favorite flags to use. Just absolutely beautiful, and I just feel so in the presence of Jesus when I use them. So in love with Him, and so loved, and so I just really, they're one of my favorites for that worship. These are the first pair of quills that I ever purchased, and these are called Joy in His Presence. Also, these are all from Prophetic Worship Banners. And these are my really special flags because they're, like I said, they're the first pair I got. I have to kind of be careful with them now because I use them a lot. So, just really beautiful. These are ones that I got for my little daughter, my 6-year-old. She loves to fly these. They're a special order of covenant flags. So, they're fun. I like that small size. And these, I have other fire flags, but I usually take these fire flags because I just really love using these. These are extra long from Prophetic Worship Banners, and I just loved using that length. And I get a lot of compliments on these and a lot of usage out of them because I use them a lot. So those are always in my bag. And then I have, these are specialty flags from Prophetic Worship Banners, and Margie Puckett, who works alongside with Nicole at, in her business, and she paints the flag. So this flag is actually a hand-painted flag, and they just make these beautiful worship tools. These are also extra long, which I just adore the length. I love it. And these are actually one dyed and one painted flag, but she has a large selection of beautiful painted flags on propheticworshipbanners.com, and her work is just amazing. So if you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. The painting is just amazing. Okay, so then I have some pole flags which I take in my bag when I do have room, and there's just a few that I've done that I really like and use. These are I call these my Jesus flags, or my heaven flags. I just really feel the atmosphere of heaven when I use them. And I really love the largeness of them. And sometimes I love using pole flags. So those are one of the ones that are my favorite that I would take. About a year or so ago, I made these to represent our nation. And it's an artistic version, mind you, so it's not perfect or any kind of perfect flag, but they kind of turned out neat, and because they're so large, it represented well, and the artistic version was fine, and people connected with that, and I really loved it, and it worked out really great. I was really worried about the stars because I just put them on there, but it was fine. Everybody was good. So I always take lots of, like I said, I love red flags, so I take these. They're just small, but I like the sound they make. So I also have this is a special item that I usually have in my bag when I worship. I just take it everywhere with me. It's a prayer shawl. It's a special prophetic order. I ordered it from Prophetic Worship Banners as well. It's called this pattern is called Wilderness, and I just ordered a prophetic shawl, and so Nicole just did what the Holy Spirit told her to do, and I really love this. This is a special item to me, and I take it with me, and I pray under it, and I just spend time with the Lord under it, in personal time and in corporate time. So this is an item that I would always keep in my bag, and probably in the silk bag. And I have also a billow, which I keep in my bag to use and go minister. This is called Let It Rain, and it's I think this one's a 11 by 11, or it could be a 9 by 9. I'm not sure, and I didn't measure. I should have measured it before I started the video, but I didn't. Anyway, this is just a really neat tool. It takes 4 people on each end to operate it, and at our church we've had a lot of wonderful times, or we've had some special time underneath this in the presence of the Lord, so I keep this with me. It's really a nice tool. I have one pair of swing flags. I love swing flags, but I usually don't keep a whole lot, but these are called double portion, and I made these. I don't offer them on my site, but I do love swing flags, and they're really fun. There's a lot of other sites that offer swing flags, but I just haven't gotten into distributing them, and I'm still working on my design, so these are kind of not quite done yet. What else? Okay, and then I have from another ministry called Raise Praise. She does beautiful word banners, and I love the word banners because, if you're in a corporate setting and somebody doesn't know anything about flags, they can always connect with the words on the banners, and it's just powerful when you worship with with these flags. I just love my Hallelujah flag. I usually take, get to use quite more often because it's smaller. But I do have a large, it's not on a pole because it's just really immensely large. But I've used it before when I've had the chance, and it's just really amazing. I hope I have this not upside down. Wait. This way. This is my Jesus flag, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful when flying too. It's just really large and representative. This is one that I have on a pole. It's my healer flag. I use this as well. Just beautiful flags. Just the banners she makes are beautiful. So I really love that I got to have some flags from her ministry as well. And these last three have all been, or four have all been from Raised Praise. This one as well. It's the Lion of Judah, and that's at raisedpraise.com. So this is what I have in my flag bag most of the time, and I've just really enjoyed sharing, and I thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it too.